You feel your tears inside your eyes as you look at your boyfriend who was kissing a girl's hand. He was smiling from ear to ear as you felt your heart being ripped out. It's been 1 year that you guys are together, but he decided to cheat on you. You walked towards his table and stood beside his table. YN didn't know that you would be running behind another girl so soon, Him-chan. You said in a cold tone. You folded your hand on your chest as you looked down on your boyfriend who was terrified to see you standing on his head. Him-chan, YN, you are here. I can explain. YN, explain what, Him-chan? You are clearly cheating on me. You know what, I hate you. It's over now. You turned to go but stopped and looked back. You took the glass of wine and threw it on your now ex-boyfriend's face before stomping out of the restaurant.
You were busy pouring your heart out by drinking, not minding others. The club was full of people gossiping, laughing, singing, dancing, and couples were making out too. And there you were, your eyes were swollen up due to the tears, but you didn't care as you sobbed while drinking.
You shake the glass to get the last drop of your drink, but it is finished. YN, waiter, waiter. The waiter ran towards you. Waiter, yes, ma'am. YN, I need another drink, a strong one. Waiter, ma'am, you have been so drunk. Is there someone with you? YN, I asked for a drink, give me. Waiter, I don't think you can handle more, please, ma'am. He walked away. You rolled your eyes and looked around. You looked beside you and saw a bottle of alcohol. You smile and grab it before gulping it down. But you didn't notice how the owner of the alcohol was staring at you, who was drinking his alcohol. He smirked and shook his head, not believing what he witnessed. You wipe your lips with the back of your hands as you sigh heavily. You feel a warm hand around your wrist. You looked at the owner and saw him smirking at you. YN, leave me. You tried to take away your hand, but he didn't budge. I think you should be apologizing for drinking my drink.
You tilted your head as you were confused but didn't notice how it affected the man. He felt his heart melting slowly seeing your cute face. You took out your purse. YN, tell me the price, I will pay. He chuckled. Man, I don't think you can pay me, the drink is really expensive.
Man, you can pay me in another way. YN, what way? He caresses your hand.
You woke up feeling your head aching. You groaned and sat up as you rubbed your forehead. You looked around and found yourself in an unknown place. You suddenly get a glimpse of how you kissed the man. He did ask you to pay back, but you ended up crying in front of him, simply pouring your heart. The shocking part was that he listened to you. You looked at your side and saw him sleeping beside you. You get a glimpse of his soft face when he asks if you really wanted to have S*** with him. You sigh and get out of the bed. You took your shirt and remembered how this man tears it. You looked around and found his white shirt on the ground.
You picked it up and wore it. After getting ready, you glance at him for the last time before walking away.
You were late for the meeting. You ran towards here and sighed heavily after sitting on a chair. You get in a heavy traffic. Your colleague leans towards you. Bina, you are lucky that the new boss isn't here yet. YN, he isn't. How can he be late on his first day?
Bina, I know, right? Oh, YN, where did you go? You didn't even come to the lunch. The manager was searching for you. YN, I found my boyfriend cheating on me, so I went to relax. Bina, yeah, I can see it. She smirked while looking at your neck. You covered your hickey.
YN, yeah. The door opened as you heard footsteps. You stood up and looked at your now boss as you widened your eyes. It was the same guy from last night whom you hooked up. He coldly looked at his employees. His eyes fall on you, and it was hard for him to move his gaze. He looked down on your body, probably looking at his shirt which you stole.
He smirked and looked away. You looked down and cursed in your head. You had one night stand with your now boss. Man, hello and good morning, everyone, I am JungKook, your new boss. He looked at you. You guys may sit. You guys sat down on your chair. Throughout the meeting, you can feel JungKook's gaze on you. Everyone started to leave the room, but you were rooted to your chair. After a few minutes, you feel the familiar hand on your shoulder. You looked up at your boss. JungKook. Still thinking about that cheater ex-boyfriend of yours. You shook your head. Then, what happened? YN. I am sorry for stealing your shirt. He chuckled. He pulled out a chair beside you before sitting on it. He took your hand. JungKook. You took my virginity, did I complain about that? You looked at his soft eyes as you shook your head. He sighed and patted your head. YN. What way? I don't want to sleep with someone I don't know. He tilted his head as he widened his eyes. JungKook. No, I didn't mean that way. Listen to me. YN. No, you listen to me. I am here crying over my boyfriend cheating on me and you want to sleep with me. YN. I loved him so much. But he cheated on me. What does that girl have and I don't? I am independent, confident, beautiful, talented, and completely wife material. You know, now I hate him. I want to forget about him. But this waiter didn't give me more drinks. You cried and cried like a baby. For the first time, JungKook found someone so adorable. He stared and listened to the story of your boyfriend cheating on you. He stood in front of you and pulled you in his embrace. He patted your head as he let you cry. He feels his heartbeat fastened as you hugged him back. What is happening? Why does it feel so weird? JungKook thought while he caressed your hair. After some minutes, he felt heavy on his chest. He looked over and saw you fall asleep on his chest. He took out his phone and called his secretary on the scene. In no time, his secretary stood in front of him. JungKook. Pay the bill of mine and of this girl, I will take her to my apartment. Mr. Kim. Who is she, sir? JungKook. Don't know, I can't leave her here. He picked you up in a bridal style. Mr. Kim. But sir, you might get in trouble for taking this girl. JungKook. I don't care, moreover, I want her to be my wife. Mr. Kim. What? JungKook. I said what I said, pay the bill and go home. He said and walked away.
He laid you down on his bed before covering your body. You looked at him as he sat down on their edge of the bed. He took out his coat and placed it on the bed. JungKook. I want to favor you. You sat up and sat closer to him. You kissed him, making him widen his eyes. He quickly grabbed your shoulder and pushed you.
JungKook. Don't do something that you might regret later. YN. I want this. I also want some enjoyment in my life. I never let my boyfriend kiss me, that's the reason why he left me. I know that, I want to show him that I got a better man than him. JungKook. This is the alcohol that is talking right now, let's talk tomorrow when you sober up.
YN. I want it, please. JungKook sighed and shook his head before standing up. You grabbed his wrist. I take responsibility, I won't regret it. He sighed and sat down. JungKook. The thing is that I have never done such things. I am a virgin. YN. Same here. You smile and kiss him as he kisses you back. It felt so right for both of you to be so close with each other even though you don't know each other's names. He tears your shirt and throws it away. Present. JungKook. I need a favor from you. You nodded. I want you to marry me. YN. What? How can we? JungKook. Listen, my grandma's wish is to see me marrying someone whom I love and I want it to be you. YN. Why me? JungKook. I feel like I can trust you on this. I promise that I will take care of everything, you just have to marry me. You can do everything after marrying me except having a boyfriend. YN. So, this is how you want me to repay you? He nodded. You sigh and look away. You thought about it. Your mom abandoned you a few years ago. She ran away taking all the money, leaving you alone. Your dad was a soldier who died in a war. You have been living alone after your mom ran away, and now you don't have anyone who could give you some nice advice. YN. JungKook. You might regret it later. Everyone has left me after knowing the real me. You thought about it. Your mom abandoned you a few years ago. She ran away taking all the money, leaving you alone. Your dad was a soldier who died in a war. You have been living alone after your mom ran away, and now you don't have anyone who could give you some nice advice. YN, JungKook. You might regret it later. Everyone has left me after knowing the real me.
JungKook. They left you because they don't know you. If they do, then they would have never left. I won't force you, take your time. He smiled and patted your head before standing up. He grabbed your phone. Open it. You grabbed your phone and unlocked it before he took it. He dialed his number and soon his phone rang. Save it with my name. Wait, what is your name? You looked at your phone before looking up at him. YN. Park YN. JungKook. Nice name. I will see you later. He kissed your forehead and walked away. After a few minutes, you gather up yourself and walk outside.
Suddenly you got a text. You opened your phone and saw it was JungKook. JungKook. By the way, you look adorable in my shirt. You scoffed at his cheesiness. You hear honking. You look back and see a car. The window rolled down. It was JungKook. JungKook. Get inside, let me drop you. YN. No, it's okay. I can go by myself. JungKook. Come on, I want to. Get in the car. You sighed heavily before entering his car. YN. I am going with you for the first and last time. I don't want to be the topic of employee gossip. JungKook. Why would you care what others think? They don't care when you get hurt. If you are getting something good, then they have no right to say anything about you. You nodded and looked away.
JungKook threw his body on the couch. JungKook. Your apartment looks cozy. I love it here. He looked around the house. Where are your parents? YN. Mom abandoned me a few years back. Dad got killed in a war. He was a soldier. JungKook. Oh, I am sorry. He feels the atmosphere is getting tense. YN. It's nothing. What do you want to eat? JungKook looked at you without saying anything. JungKook. What do you want to eat? JungKook. YN. Can we start from being friends? YN. You asked me to marry you this morning and now friends. Be clear first. JungKook. I want to be a good friend of yours. I want to know you as a friend and then. I don't. No, we will figure things out. YN. Being friends is a good idea for me rather than marrying. You smile at him as he smiles back.
After 4 months, JungKook suddenly called you saying that he wanted you to meet his parents. He even took you shopping. And here, you were standing beside JungKook while his hands were on your waist. JungKook. Mom, Dad, Grandma, she is YN, my girlfriend. They gaze at you from head to toe. YN. Hello. JungKook's grandmother motioned for you to sit beside her. You looked at JungKook as he nodded. You walked towards her and sat beside her. JungKook sat beside his mom. Grandma. I have heard so much about you. You are as pretty as JungKook has told us. I approve of her. She showed her thumb to JungKook, making him smile.
Grandma. I won't force you to marry my JungKook, but if you ever think of marrying him, just let me know. You nodded. Throughout this time, you feel so special being with JungKook. He is so much different from other boyfriends you had. The prince you have dreamed of in your childhood. The person who is somehow exactly like your father, it happens to be JungKook himself. Grandma. And if he ever troubles you or makes you cry, just let me know. Just think of me as your own grandma. Okay. She caresses your hand softly as you can feel your heart melting. You smile and nodded. JungKook pulled you on his lap as he hugged your waist. You caressed his hair. JungKook. I am so tired, princess. YN. Of course you will. You have been working so hard for a few months. JungKook confessed his feelings and now you guys were really dating. And you love him so much.
YN. Grandma and I went for a checkup, whole body checkup, and we found out that. JungKook. That, you guys found out what? You took a deep breath and looked at his eyes. YN. We are expecting. He widened his eyes. JungKook. What, you mean, baby? You smile and nodded.
JungKook. But, do you want it? You tilted your head. YN. What do you mean by I want it? JungKook. I am not saying that I won't take the responsibility, but it's your body, and are you ready for the baby? You smile how he was so thoughtful. YN. I am nervous, but I am ready, and I want our baby to be born. He placed his warm hand on your lower abdomen and kissed you. JungKook. Get ready to be Mrs. Jaeon, now you can't escape from me. YN. You can't escape from me, Mr. Jaeon.
You opened the door without knocking because why would you knock? It's your husband's office anyways. The first person you saw was JungKook, who smiled brightly after seeing you. And the second person you saw was Him Chan, your ex-boyfriend. Him Chan, who was having a hard time communicating with JungKook, who had a cold aura suddenly changed into a comfortable one after you came.
JungKook quickly walked towards you and hugged your little body. JungKook. Love, why are you here? YN. I miss my hubby, what else? He smiled and pecked your lips before guiding you towards his seat. JungKook. Mr. Him Chan, please excuse me with my wife. You saw your ex-boyfriend's jaw dropped. Him Chan. Wife. YN. JungKook. You guys know each other. You pulled JungKook by his tie and whispered to him that Him Chan is your ex-boyfriend. Oh, I am sorry, but you aren't selected. Him Chan. But you just selected me. JungKook. At that time I didn't know that you were In's ex-boyfriend. Him Chan. This is unfair. JungKook. This is fair. After knowing you are cheating on her, do you think I can trust you with my work? Hell no. Him Chan grabbed his belongings and stomped out of the office as JungKook chuckled. JungKook turned his gaze and attention towards you. He looked at your body in his hoodie. JungKook. My hoodie is comfortable for you, huh? YN. It is. Give me a hug, I am craving your warmth. JungKook smiled and hugged you as you hugged him back.